Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. The worst enemy of any expat in the Philippines is himself, obviously. But getting men to see that is quite difficult. Excuse me. So we're just going to talk a little bit about that today. Remember, my channel is for the new man and woman who's never been here before, who has an interest in coming here. I made it back to St. Carlos City yesterday. Man, good thing I did. Because, boy, I wanted to stay in Cebu. I really love Cebu. But a lot of times, we could be our worst enemy. It's not the Philippines. It's not the Filipino or anybody. It's you. And I just want to talk about some things that you can think about before you get over here. If you're already here already, you can kind of reel in and try to get a little bit more control over. You know, the first thing I want to talk about is low self-control. A lot of men, we have a difficulty resisting temptation. The sort of temptation that you're going to be surrounded with over here. And it can lead to a lot of impulsive decisions, bad decision making. We come over here, we overindulge in everything. We're so excited. Remember, America to Filipinos is like Disneyland, but then the Philippines is like Disneyland to Americans and Western people. But yeah, we have low self-control. And so we're easily manipulated. And it causes a lot of problems. Oh, but only you can solve that problem. But it's a big problem. I see it all the time. I suffered with it for a long, long time. See, I talk about myself on these videos. I'm not talking about anybody else. But low self-control. We can get that under wraps. That's going to go a long way in making your stay here a whole lot better. Certainly keep a whole lot more money in your pocket, because that's really what it's going to boil down to. But something else that I've seen with new men and women who come over here or plan on coming over here is the fear of missing out. You know, we're so anxious to get over here. We're so in a hurry to get here because we think the Philippines is going somewhere. Or they're going to run out of Filipinos. There's not going to be enough women when I get here. Or whatever it is. So that fear of missing out leads to poor planning. Or no planning at all. Certainly when it comes to budget and financial planning. We have no clue. You know, you see all these budget videos out here, but what is that going to do you? What good is that going to do you? You don't know what anything costs over here. If I asked you, how much is a pair of blue jeans over here? Typical pair of blue jeans. You couldn't tell me. Or a movie theater ticket. Or dinner for two at a decent restaurant over here. You wouldn't know, but the fear of missing out leads to poor planning. Most of us have no plan at all. We just get on the plane and come over here. And eventually, that's going to catch up with you. That poor planning. You have no budget. You have no financial plan. You have no concept of the peso. You don't even pay attention to the exchange rate, because we're going to talk about that on the live stream later and how that's going to affect your budget. You don't know where you're going to live. You just get on a plane and come over here. That's what I did. I was just down in Cebu with a guy. He did the same thing. So he's starting from scratch. See, we're our worst enemy. But then something else is peer pressure. You start hanging with the wrong people who are their worst enemy too. And you just start repeating the mistakes that they're making. These are all things that make us our worst enemy. But getting us to see that, it's hard. Because we always want to blame somebody else or blame the circumstance when things don't go right. I'm not preaching. I'm just trying to help you have a better outcome for your income over here. Yeah, but you can get with the wrong people. And a lot of times we do. and they're their own worst enemy, then you're your own worst enemy, and you start that process of following the followers, man. A good plan, a good budgetary plan is going to do wonders for you. At least find out, you don't even know how much a hamburger costs over here. So how much is it going to cost for you to live in the Philippines? I can't tell you. You got to come over here and figure that one out. But peer pressure, the next thing I'm going to talk about is bad habits. Some of us just bring the bad habits with us. They were bad over there. They're going to be bad over here. They're going to ruin any chance for success that you're going to have as an expat over here, or someone who's on vacation or slow vacation. Those bad habits are going to catch up with you. Try to get rid of them. Smoking, drinking, gambling, using drugs, whatever it is. Procrastination. But we bring those bad habits with us. I'm going to tell you something else that a lot of people don't talk about, but I see it all the time, and I suffered with it. I'm just going to call it lifestyle inflation. You know, we come over here and, you know, we got that perception that we've got more money now. And so our lifestyle, you increase your lifestyle. I talk about it all the time, where you're living a 3-star lifestyle in America or in the West, but then you come over here and want to live a 5-star lifestyle. It's not going to work. If you're 3-star there, then come and be 3-star here. But we start spending like you really have more money. You really don't have more money. That $1,000 you got in your hand in America is the same $1,000 you're going to have in the Philippines, because your spending habits hasn't changed. You just got over here. But immediately we get over here, and all of a sudden, we have a lifestyle upgrade. When there's no, there's no reason to do that. Just stay in your lane, man. I promise you, man, things are going to be a whole lot better. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something else that gets us. The Philippine reputation. You know, because we pour it on heavy. And people fall into the promotion and marketing of the Philippines, and it gets into your head, and you start believing it. Remember the fear of missing out. So you try to hurry up and get over here, man. You don't know what the Philippines is or what's waiting for you until you get here. No matter what anybody says. You're only going to know that when you get here, but we fall victim to, man, some heavy promotion and marketing. I don't know if any other place is so as strong as the Philippines, man. We lay it on thick, man, and people fall for it. So then we come over here, and, you know, a lot of times you become disappointed, but we're our worst enemy. And I just wanted to talk about that today, you know, because I was my worst enemy, and I see it. Okay? And if you can kind of just look at some of those things I was talking about, because it's far more. We always blame in circumstances and people for our problems, when your problems are staring back at you in the mirror. So thank y'all so much for stopping by today. Really appreciate it. It's a beautiful day today, man. I mean, you couldn't ask for more. The humidity is low right now, but it's early. It's about 8 o'clock here. About 9 o'clock is when you start sweating. See, I'm not even sweating right now. Wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people. We help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Get out of your own way. Do you even know how much a popsicle costs over here? You don't. But you worried about a budget. You're your own problem. You're your worst enemy when you get here. You have no self-control. And you're going to need self-control when you get here. And you're surrounded by temptation that you've never seen before. We were in IT Park eating breakfast yesterday, and the temptation is all around you. The low cost of cigarettes, the low cost of liquor, and all of that. See, if you're not able to hold yourself back, rein your own senses in, you don't have a chance over here. Gambling. We were right around the corner from the waterfront hotel and casino. You don't stand a chance over here, guys.